The word you use, discomfort, I mean, that is a word that has been used again and again in this conversation about what should and should not be taught in school, the way that children should be taught about American history, about diversity, this idea of discomfort. I mean, how do you respond to this belief that children should never feel discomfort?
I don't think I ever would have became the person that I've become if it weren't for my uncomfortable moments. I actually think that discomfort is the catalyst for growth. I think discomfort is the springboard into possibility, right? Into the opportunity to be better, to be whole, to complicate our own arguments, right? Discomfort is what allows us the space to complicate our own arguments, to wrestle with the things that we think we believe, to actually shake the ground in which we walk on, which is a frightening thing sometimes, but it doesn't actually mean that you're in any physical danger. It doesn't actually and I think that's the thing I always want to make sure that I impart. Like those words are different words for a reason. Uncomfortable and unsafe are different for a reason, right? And that if you allow yourself to be uncomfortable a little more often, then somebody else might be physically safer, might be made physically safer because of your allowance of your discomfort. A prime example, by the way, of this is I remember during the Me Too movement, which is an ongoing thing, obviously. But I remember at the beginning of that, there were a lot of men, myself included, who had to sit with the discomfort and really think through his life. Really, really take a moment to take some inventory of who he is and what he's done and what he says and how he moves, right? Does he overtalk? Does he cut women off? Does he all these things, right? That made me really uncomfortable. But at the end of the day, I understood that like my sort of my humility in that moment to allow myself the space to go ahead and feel that burn might mean the safety, the real safety of the women around me. I'm willing to take that. I'm willing to deal with that, right? The other thing I'll say about it is for young people, if they are uncomfortable, and I've been in situations with kids where they've expressed discomfort, right? It's on me as the adult, it's on the teachers, it's on all of us, not to bow out, right? But for us to figure out a way to create buffers and insulation in these conversations so that the moments of discomfort don't actually end in any true damage, right? We can facilitate through the discomfort like we do in every other parts of our lives, right? It's a normal human thing. I got to tell my mother something that I know she's going to be mad about. I'm uncomfortable about it. She knows I'm uncomfortable about it. And therefore, she helps me process this after she says how she feels. Then we kind of work through things, right? You just work through things. I don't want us to ever get to a point where young people feel like they never have to work through things. That's a scary thing because it never will stop.